Go ahead and get started, and happy if people trickle in. And for those of you who didn't see the refreshments right around the corner, feel free to go ahead and grab anything you want now or later. Thank you guys so much for coming this morning. I want to introduce myself. My name's Amanda Ryder, and I'm one of the coordinators for MetroWest Moves. And I want to thank you again for being here. I know early meeting on a Monday morning isn't the most convenient time to come, but we really appreciate everybody being here. And for those of you who aren't familiar with MetroWest Moves, we're a tri-community mass in motion initiative, which includes the communities of Framingham, Hudson, and Marlborough. And it's part of the Middlesex County Community Transformation Grants. And what we do is we really aim to improve healthy eating and active, smoke-free living in the 3 communities as well as the larger MetroWest region. So I think we have a very exciting agenda for you all this morning with some great presenters who I'm really pleased could be here. I do see a number of familiar faces, so I'm not going to spend too much time on my piece, but I did just want to lead off with a brief overview of MetroWest Moves and what we do, and then we can move on to the feature presentations. So as you can see on the board, the mission of MetroWest Moves is to facilitate opportunities for MetroWest residents to engage in healthy and active, healthy eating and active smoke-free living. And I would add, particularly for this crowd, as well as residents, this is applicable to employees as well. And the vision that we have for MetroWest Moves is that the communities of Framingham, Hudson, and Marlborough will be measurably transformed so that healthy eating and active smoke-free living will be the way of life for all residents as well as employees. So as you, I know a lot of people here might be familiar, might work in the health and wellness sectors and are likely familiar with a lot of this information, but I would be remiss if I didn't go over the benefits of a healthy lifestyle, which have been shown to lower the risk of a number of diseases that you see up on the board. This slide highlights the extent of the obesity epidemic across the nation, and in Massachusetts, 23% of adults are obese, and while the country as a whole has made significant strides to reduce tobacco use, 18% of Massachusetts residents still are current smokers. So, as you can see, we've still got a lot of work to do. So chronic disease and the associated health risk behaviors have also led to a decrease in productivity at the worksite, which might be why a number of you are here today, and this has also led to unsustainable healthcare costs. In 2009, total hospital charges in Massachusetts approached $6.8 billion for chronic diseases, and that's over $1,000 for every man, woman, and child in the state, and this only counts hospitalizations. So public health practitioners, along with others, are increasingly realizing that an individual level approach isn't going to solve all of the health challenges that we face today. To be most effective, we need to target not only the individual, but also their family and peers, the places they work, and the communities in which they live, as well as policies and systems to really improve health. This social ecological framework guides the way MetroWest Moves does our work. We really aim to affect kind of these 3 more outer layers of the model, because we believe that these types of changes will have the longest lasting effects and be most sustainable. Just a little bit more background. MetroWest Moves, as I mentioned, is a mass in motion initiative that was funded through the Community Transformation Grants through the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Mass in motion initiatives are currently happening in 52 communities, representing 33% of the state's population. And a number of you might be familiar with MetroWest Moves, but I wanted to just put this into context to show that what MetroWest Moves is doing is really part of a larger statewide initiative to improve the health of Massachusetts communities. Now, from the grant application stage, it was evident that public health alone couldn't solve couldn't do all of this work. To really affect community level change required the inclusion of a broad group of stakeholders. To that end, we have engaged a really diverse steering committee. And as you can see here, we have a number of municipal staff from each of the 3 communities that participate on our steering committee. And it's really been invaluable to have the participation of these diverse stakeholders, as each department can bring a unique perspective to the table. But we know that to really affect community change, MetroWest Moves has to step beyond the municipal setting and create sustainable community partnerships. Our current partners range from the Boys and Girls Clubs to the MetroWest YMCA, and I saw Lisa come in from the Y. And ranges to also the restaurants that participate in our Healthy Dining Initiative, to healthcare organizations like the Edward M. Kennedy Health Center. And we see one of our roles as MetroWest Moves as being a community convener and really working to promote and support the good work of our partners. And so we're really excited to have you all here today as we jumpstart our Worksite wellness efforts, which you'll soon hear more about. The last bit I just want to focus on is going through the strategies that MetroWest Moves is currently focusing on. We currently support 4 strategies: complete streets, healthy dining, worksite wellness, and tobacco control. And a common thread across all of the work we do is our awareness strategy, where we aim to increase awareness of the work that we're doing as well as the work going on in the community. Of course, our Worksite Wellness strategy is of particular relevance to you all, but some of our other areas of focus are also relevant for everyone in this room, and starting with our Complete Streets strategy. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the term Complete Streets are designed and operated to enable safe access for all users, which includes pedestrians and bicyclists as well as motorists. And this is for riders and walkers of all ages and ability. The goal of Complete Streets is to make it easy to cross the street, to walk to shops, and to bike to destinations. So as an example, I know a number of businesses in the 3 communities are located in the downtown area, and making it easier for residents and patrons to access places in the downtown area by foot or by bike is not only a goal of Complete Streets, but it's also good for businesses. So making bikeable and walkable communities can also attract, it can attract more patrons, as well as it's good for employers, because generally people like to live close to their place of work. So that's just one example. And some of the things MetroWest Moves is doing related to Complete Streets include updating city and town design standards and regulations so that they're supportive of walking and biking. And we recently had assistance to develop a checklist that includes a set of design elements and techniques that boards and agencies should consider when reviewing projects and or developing new projects to support pedestrian and bike-friendly environments. And just last week, Hudson and Marlborough kicked off a bicycle pedestrian project with the aim of identifying all of the roadways where improvements could be made to encourage walking and biking. And the hope is that bike facilities, sidewalks, and trail connections will then be phased in over the next few construction seasons. Given that so many people go out to eat so often, it's important that people have healthy options available to them when they do dine out. The goal of our Healthy Dining Initiative is to provide these healthier options for residents, visitors, as well as employees. So far, we have approved 15 restaurants in Framingham, Hudson, and Marlborough who offer healthy meals that meet certain nutritional criteria. And again, not only is healthy dining good for the community, but it's also good for businesses, in this case, restaurant owners. A recent report conducted by the Hudson Institute found that chain restaurants that grew their low-calorie offerings delivered better business results. In short, they said, strategic planning with a commitment to growing lower-calorie items is just good business. With our tobacco control strategy, we support regulations that ban or discourage the use of tobacco products, and we also support landlords, condo associations, and residential cooperatives who want to make their buildings smoke-free. Among the numerous benefits of going smoke-free, one is reduced costs for landlords. Landlords have reported saving up to thousands of dollars in smoking-related maintenance costs per apartment compared to an apartment where a smoker was not living. So it can range from having to get the carpets cleaned to repainting. So it's really beneficial to make these places smoke-free. And the last thing we're doing is a number of MetroWest communities are currently coming together to propose a regional tobacco control coalition. And this would help our cities and towns to implement initiatives aimed at curbing tobacco use and reducing exposure to secondhand smoke that are aligned with other nearby communities. So the approaches the group would take would be consistent and thus more effective. And finally, our Worksite wellness strategy is also our newest strategy. And we know that Worksite wellness programs not only improve individual health, but also benefit employers and businesses by having reduced employee absenteeism as well as reduced healthcare costs. When we first learned about the state's new wellness tax credit program, we knew that this was a great opportunity for small businesses in the MetroWest region. We're happy to today be able to bring you not only details about the program and its eligibility criteria, but also to be able to share best practices and wellness guidelines so that you have resources with which to implement some of these recommendations. MetroWest Moves aims to support a community of healthy work sites by sharing these best practices and strategies and connecting employers and employees to resources such as today's seminar. We always make it a point to share the good work that our partners are doing, as I mentioned to previously through our awareness strategy, and just here I wanted to touch briefly upon some of that work. This is an area in which we do put forth a lot of effort, and I think the work we've been doing has hopefully been very valuable to the community and our partners. We ask our partners if they want to be featured on our website, and we know that just as we want to spread the word about MetroWest Moves, our partners want to share the good work that they're doing, so we hope to provide them that platform. Staying up to date with social media is it's quite a task, but we think it's worth it. We tweet and retweet about 4 times a week, and we update our Facebook page at least once a week. And we're constantly updating our website with new events, partners, press, and success stories, as well as our meeting notes, so people can stay up to date with the work that we do as a steering committee. And MetroWest employers are taking strides to make their employees and the community a healthier place to live, work, and play. And we hope that you guys will all find that we can be a valuable asset as you continue to engage in this work, and we would love to sort of support you and let everyone else know about the good work that you're doing. We do value these reciprocal relationships, so we ask that businesses take an active role in modeling healthy practices and serving as a community leader. We hope to facilitate collaborative relationships among the businesses in our communities so that best practices, successes, and challenges can be shared and peer-to-peer learning can occur. And finally, as a business in the MetroWest region, we hope that you'll be an active partner and continue to attend events like these, communicate with us via social media and any other way, and engage in practices that support employee and community health. And we're happy to see you all here